Does social media have a negative effect on our society? Social media has a huge influence in our society, and unfortunately, it's not all positive. People are able to use social media to avoid actually resolving problems. People hide behind screens posting vague messages that are very passive-aggressive. In many cases, they see the person that they are posting about online and they have nothing to say in person. People always tend to be tougher online. This is really affecting the way this generation deals with problems. Before social media, if you had a problem with someone, you had to confront them face to face. Nowadays, it's very easy to use strong words while hiding behind a screen. People easily find false comfort in posting things online, when in reality, they are just empty words. As social media has become more popular, so has procrastination. People will sit on their phones scrolling through Twitter instead of doing their homework. This leads to bad grades and falling behind in school. A lot of kids are not able to put down the phone and get to work. Social media can, in many cases, decrease your work productivity and cause you to waste time looking at pointless stuff online. Research suggests that heavy social media use might be correlated to lower self-control, which marketing experts believe could lead to higher spending. People see stuff online that they just can't live without and they impulsively buy it. People buy things that they would never buy if they had never seen it online, and often they don't really need or use the stuff that they buy. People are losing money that they could be saving up just because of silly impulse spending as a result of social media use. A common trend nowadays is to post pictures of food online. Seeing these pictures of food porn can alter your appetite. Looking at pictures of food online can cause a false sense of hunger. This can ultimately lead to overeating and weight gain, which is very unhealthy. One study from HP Labs found that people were more open to peer pressure within social networks. It is common for people to pretend to like what is cool instead of what they actually like. People are scared to have different opinions about things because they don't want to be seen as different or weird. People see that popular people are posting about something, whether it be a brand of clothes or a phone case, and all of a sudden that is what everyone likes. This behavior encourages conformity and discourages uniqueness. Just as in 1984, the use of propaganda in the media causes everyone to think the same. In the book, we see media manipulation causing individuals' loss of critical thinking, faculty, and diminished capacity for self-expression. This is beginning to happen in our society because of social media and social networking. 2 German universities investigated social networking. Researchers concluded that 1 in 3 people surveyed felt worse, lonely, frustrated, or angry after spending time on Facebook, often due to perceived inadequacies when comparing themselves to friends. People often see other people's lives and become jealous because they don't have the same things. People normally just post the positives about their lives, so it appears as if they are completely happy and enjoying every minute. In reality, they have hardships and struggles as well. The more people use the internet and social media, the less privacy they have. Companies use what you put online to show you advertisements of products that you will probably be interested in. Even if you have strong privacy settings, companies are still able to see who your friends are online and infer your interest in certain things about you. This creates a lack of privacy for people regarding what can be sensitive information. A lot of people have no idea what information is available to the public about them online because of social media. This can create an unsafe atmosphere, especially for kids and teenagers who often use social media. Social media creates a platform for predators to stalk naive children from behind a screen. This type of thing can be seen in 1984, when Big Brother is always watching you. Through social media, we are losing all privacy that we had before. Just as in 1984, where characters had no privacy because they always had cameras watching them. Most people would think that social media would help bring people together. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. As people spend more time on social media and on the internet, they tend to spend less time with real people face to face. This puts strains on friendships and encourages isolated behavior, which is extremely unhealthy. Isolation caused by an overuse of social media can lead to mental, psychological, emotional, and physical problems, including depression and anxiety. Since the introduction of social media, there has been an increase in less real-life conversations. More people are building relationships online and drifting away from the real world. The more we post, comment, and like, the more we feel closer to other people, whether or not we know them in person. Social media also creates a culture in which a single mistake, such as an inappropriate picture or a poorly thought out comment, can cause irreparable harm to your reputation. People forget that mistakes happen, and one small incident can cost a normally good person a college acceptance or a job that they are qualified for. It is unfortunate, but people have to remember that once you post it online, it's out there forever. Through social media, a culture has been created where people feel the need to post everything online. They don't feel the need to keep anything to themselves. This leads to an oversharing online with social media. People post things that they would not tell people in person because they feel comfortable while sitting behind a screen. People don't realize that it's not necessary to post your every action online for your friends to see. Social media has given these oversharers a platform. Heavy technology use often leads to addiction, especially in teens and young adults. However, this addiction is not limited to the millennial generation. As more and more adults are starting to utilize social networks to stay connected with their friends and families, spending countless hours on the social sites can distract the focus and attention from a particular chore or assignment. Along with the struggle to remain attentive, many people who overuse social media or use social media networks as their main form of communication report feeling anxious and depressed after overuse of social media. A very big problem in our society, especially regarding kids and teenagers, is cyberbullying. Since the creation and popularity of social media, kids have been using their phones and computers to bully other children. People feel more comfortable saying mean things to others because they are able to sit behind a screen and not have to face the other person. This cowardly behavior can cause some serious psychological issues to the person being bullied. In some unfortunate cases, cyberbullying can end with suicide. While social media may seem like something fun to do in your free time, it is extremely harmful in many different ways. It is a waste of time that causes a lot of problems for all age groups. Unfortunately, it is hard to stay up to date in our society unless you use social media, but everyone should be aware of the risks.